S&P 500 is a benchmark that we all want to beat. So let's uncover a tool that can do exactly that. If we want to find investment ideas that can beat the S&P 500, we might look at what smart money is buying, explore companies from the magic formula, or screen the market using, for example, a screening tool on Seeking Alpha, which, by the way, is very kindly sponsoring today's video. But we are not going to talk about Seeking Alpha's screener. We are not going to talk about all the data and tools on their website that make researching companies much easier. What we are going to talk about is a tool I honestly never paid much attention to, and I just realized it was a massive mistake. Because even though I love Seeking Alpha and I use it on a daily basis, I can't ignore the fact that it requires a lot of time and effort to find interesting investment opportunities. And that is fine because, as Warren Buffett told us, investing is simple but not easy. But just recently I discovered a tool that makes this whole process much faster and much simpler. And it is called Alpha Picks. And what is Alpha Picks? Well, it's a portfolio, but actually it's much more than that. It's a partner that every now and again brings you an investment idea or an update on your positions. But what really sets different portfolios apart are the results. And when we compare Alpha Picks to the S&P 500, the results are truly impressive. Since its inception in July 2022, Alpha Picks portfolio has grown by 179%, while the S&P 500 has increased by 60% over the same period. When we look at any time frame, 1 year, half a year, 1 quarter, this portfolio always outperforms the S&P 500. Now that definitely caught my attention. Of course, we have to remember that it's been less than 3 years since the inception. And when looking at any strategy or any investor, we want to look at the long-term results. Doing fine over a quarter or even a year can be just luck. Beating the market consistently over a long period of time, that's skill. Alpha Picks is doing that for almost 3 years, so a really great job. But I believe they still have something to prove over the coming years. Well, I have to admit, those great results got me curious. I wanted to know how it all works and can it help me achieve better results. So let's dig a little bit deeper. Alpha Picks is combining fundamental and quantitative approaches to investing. They have massive amount of data points and a massive amount of computing power to find interesting opportunities. But they also have a great team of people led by Steve Kress, who has over 30 years of experience in equity research and quantitative strategies. And putting all of that together allows them to create a portfolio of selected companies that so far is absolutely crushing the S&P 500. But what really convinced me that this portfolio, this list of companies, can be extremely helpful and that it is a tool for real investors and not speculators is when I discovered what are the 4 pillars of this investment strategy. So first we have investment style. This is a strategy designed for buy and hold investors who are aiming for long-term capital appreciation. So straight away I saw that it is aligned with my beliefs and my strategy. Second pillar is size. Companies with a market cap over $500 million. So we are dealing with companies that can still grow a lot, but they also have some history, some stability. Third point is about trading frequency. They want to make only 2 or 3 trades per month. So again, this portfolio is definitely not for day traders, but for real investors. And finally, target turnover. We aim to hold positions for at least 1 year. So for me, all of those points made it really clear that value investors, growth investors, smart investors can find something interesting in this strategy. What is also very useful is that they have clear buy and sell criteria. And what I really like is that they let the winners run. If a stock doubles, it has to meet different criteria before it can be sold. And that allows the compounding effect to do its magic. And as Charlie Munger used to say, the first rule of compounding: never interrupt it unnecessary. For me, the best part of Alpha Picks is that we can choose how to use it. Depending on our investment style, we can either have a super passive approach, just buy all the stocks in the portfolio and sell them when they tell us to do so, or we can take some control and decide which 5 or 10 companies from the list we want to buy. Or finally, an approach that resonates with me the most, we can treat this list as an idea generator. But the best thing is that if you are an active investor, you not only get a name of the company that can be an interesting idea, but you actually get a whole write-up on it. So the first step in our research process is already done. Okay, let's go to the portfolio and let's, for example, go down here to one of the older investments. Powell Industries. This position was added in May 2023, and right now it is up by 348%. So when we click on Powell Industries, we get a summary of the company. On the right, we see some really nice grades for this company. Then we have business overview, and when we get to the buy thesis, we also get some slides from the investor's presentation. And then we get stock valuation, and what I really like to see is this section, potential risks, because that means that we can try to look at this investment from different perspectives. It's like having a team of analysts that have remarkable results so far, working for you and bringing you detailed ideas. And if you are an active investor, you don't have to agree with all of them, but you do get them. You can do your own due diligence, dig deeper, and then decide, do you want to use this advice or not? Of course, the fact that this portfolio crashed the S&P 500 since inception does not mean that Alpha Picks will continue to generate such incredible results. We have to always remember that the future may be substantially different from the past. But so far, they are doing a very impressive job. And thanks to some really nice people from Seeking Alpha, I have a great discount for you. If you will use the affiliate link below, you will not only be supporting this channel, but also you will get $50 off Alpha Picks. And if you decide to buy it before 15th of February, you will also get 2 free months of premium access to Seeking Alpha as a Valentine's Day promotion. And if you are watching this video after that date, don't worry, you will still get the $50 off. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.